Hey guys, it's your local emergency manager here, and I'm here to talk to you about networking during a pandemic. I know you're thinking to yourself, how do I network during this time? I barely leave the house. These are some ways you can network during this pandemic. Since this is hopefully a once in a lifetime opportunity to talk about networking during a pandemic, knock on wood, one way you can network during a pandemic is reaching out to your old friends and classmates. Like Neil deGrasse Tyson says, we're not socially distanced, we're physically distanced, so we can still be social with each other. Another way you can network is through social networks such as LinkedIn. Every time you add a person on LinkedIn, it's smart to reach out with a message saying, "Thank you for adding me. I look forward to networking in our future." I do this with all my new connections. And recently, I was lucky enough to connect with Andrew Owlett. In the next part of my video, I'm going to show the discussion that Andrew Owlett and I had over cell phone. And viewers, please go easy on me because I was a little intimidated by how experienced he is in the field, and I was a little nervous. So here's the clip.
Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I went to Arkansas Tech University until I got my bachelor's, and I'm currently, or I'm about to start getting my master's degree in a few weeks if school starts. Um,
Cool. What are you looking to get into?
um, I'm pretty interested in like environmental health and safety. And I'm also interested in emergency management, like FEMA and disaster relief and disaster response. Probably. I'm a big fan of Witt O'Brien. You know
Yep.
that company.
Oh yeah, super familiar.
Oh yeah, big fan of them.
That's awesome. I always tell folks like FEMA's a great place. Doing like defense contracting or contracting work with like a company like Witt and O'Brien, or there's a bunch of others out there that are just as comparable as them. It's always you get such good experience. I spent So I'll give you a little bit of an intro and then tie it back to what you were talking about. But I spent the last 14 years in the resilience field. So I've done emergency management work, business continuity, disaster recovery, geospatial information systems, and data analytics work. Done a lot. I started out as a firefighter, was a lieutenant hazmat tech firefighter and EMT for 7 years, went into consulting, did that for about 6 years. Got into teaching. I do that on the side. I have my own business on the side. I worked for the federal government primarily at the DoD, leading a pretty big program there around emergency management and homeland security. But anyway, the reason I said all that is because a big part of my career was doing like consulting work, and Witt and O'Brien and companies like them, they do a lot of that. And that was one of the most valuable parts of my career so far, was doing consulting work like that. Even before I got in the federal government's a cool place to be. There's a lot of benefits. There's a lot of career movement that you can do and stuff. But consulting like helped me build some really good skills that really helped me out. So I always highly recommend to people, like, if you can get into like a gig like that, that's a good place to be to start off.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I was doing consulting for a month. It's an excellent career. Like I loved doing it. I only wish I would have got stayed in it. But things happen. No one could have seen this worldwide pandemic happening. I don't think um, until it happened. I guess. Uh,
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, that's cool that you got some experience and everything, like within consulting. I mean, what was your favorite part about it, and what did you do?
um, so I was an incident manager at Cura Emergency Services in Plano, Texas, and we were basically like emergency response brokers slash environmental consultants, and so we would just coordinate with contractors and get them on site of a gasoline or diesel spill or whatever spill they had.
all kinds of chemical spills that happened. Um, it was a good experience, and I could tell by looking at your LinkedIn and everything, you're highly experienced. After hearing everything you just said and looking at your LinkedIn, um, so you've been in the field a long time, probably many years, right? Or
Yeah, 14 years, and
14?
it's been fun.
Yeah, definitely. Um,
Yeah, that's cool though that you got experience like that. Do you think you'll ever get to kind of get your foot back in the door and do stuff like that again?
I hope so.
What gets you pumped up about it? Like, what do you like about emergency management and environmental health and safety? Like, what drives you?
Well, my biggest dream is to work in the space industry. I'm a big space nerd, and that's what really kept me going in school because there's a lot of like emergency managers at NASA, and just a lot of them work with the environmental side. And
There's a lot of opportunity for impact. Like I think both of the fields that you mentioned, they have a lot of opportunity to really touch like different people in the most positive ways.
yeah,
Um, and that's cool. And like once you get in the field and everything, I mean, I know things are kind of tough right now, but the cool thing is that like I don't know if you're like stuck to staying where you are, if you're open to moving, but one of the things I like have helped a lot of people with recently is like getting their resume like just friendly for those automated systems, like making sure you have like all those keywords in there. So if you ever need any help, don't hesitate to reach out.
what was your education like?
Yeah. So when I first started out, I got my bachelor's in political science. Actually, when I was in the fire department, I got my bachelor's degree, and then I was still in the fire department, but toward the end, I started my master's, and then I got my master's about a year after I got out of the fire department. So, and now I'm working on my PhD. I have probably about a year and a half left, depending on how quick I can get things done. But yeah, got my master's. My master's in management with a specialization in homeland security. My bachelor's was in political science, and my PhD is in business administration with a focus in project management. So not directly 100% related to emergency management. My research is related, but I mean, I've taken like over 25 like emergency management and homeland security courses and certifications and stuff, and I don't know. I'm a big proponent of like getting like on the job experience, like what you're trying to do and what you have a little bit of and stuff. I'm a big pusher for that. Education's super important, of course, but definitely getting the foot in the door is the best,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
What's
And all
it?
it takes is one time, I mean, it doesn't or one person to kind of give you that chance.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. You have to write a thesis or something for your PhD. You have to write.
Yep. Yep,
Um,
I do.
is it like a short novel or novella? I guess.
Yeah, actually, it is. Well, actually, it feels like it's a novel. It's 150 pages worth of content,
Wow.
so it's a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
but we'll see what happens. I mean, it's on managing projects with part-time stakeholders, so like part-time people, and projects that are like designated as mission critical. So that can be like an emergency management project or a business continuity project or something else. But It's a lot of work, though. I wanted to offer up if there's anything that I can ever do for you, whether it's look over. You said you're good on your resume, but if there's ever ever something that comes up and you're like, man, I just need a second set of eyes on my resume, never hesitate to reach out. If you're looking at jobs and you need advice on how to kind of like approach a potential employer, or if you just want like general career advice or help with anything, don't ever hesitate to hit me up on LinkedIn. Shoot me an email. This is my cell phone. Shoot me a text. Be more than willing to like talk things through and help out as much as possible.
Right back at you. Yeah, I might send you over my resume or something just to get a second eye on it. But yeah, right back at you.
No, absolutely, and I'll definitely keep you in mind. If I see anything out there that has environmental emergency management, like kind of tied together or separately, I'll keep an eye and an ear out for you, man.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you very much.
No problem, Cole. I hope you have a good rest of your day, man.
Yeah, you
Great
too.
talking to you and connecting.
Yeah, definitely. It was good connecting with you too. Thanks.
Awesome. Take care now.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and a special thanks to Andrew Owlett for being a part of this video. If you guys could, like my video down below, and subscribe for all things emergency management. Thank you.